What's up, everybody? Trying for the 2 days in a row Facebook Live. And our goal, I was kind of challenged by our new VP of Business Development, Jeff Dolan. I like to be challenged to drop a new piece of content to keep you guys updated on what's going on with these new tax changes. Do one piece of content actually per day. So I actually got caught today and was doing some jury duty and pretty excited because they settled a plea deal, and I don't have to go for multiple days and stay in some long trial. So pretty excited about that. I want to share some information in this video with you guys regarding the possible changes to the child tax credit. I know that that's a big thing that people are going to be asking about. Your clients are going to be asking you about what's going on with the child tax credit, because it's going to be a headline as far as, I heard the credit went up to $2,000. So that could be a double the current $1,000 credit, right, which has been the same amount for a little while now, could go up, and it looks like it will go up, at least according to the Senate's version of the new bill, to $2,000 per kid. So we all know that kids are pretty expensive, and they're a big part of your life. So that's going to be something that's on your clients' minds, is what's going on with the child tax credit. And I just want to tell you a few things to look out for as the new legislation starts to come clear. And these are things that aren't completely settled yet, you guys, but it's really important for you to understand when they are settled, what it means for your clients. So the number one thing that I would point out is that the threshold amounts, so the phase out of the child tax credit under the new proposed law, is a lot higher. So you know, if you've been doing tax returns for a while, that the child tax credit phases out under current tax law at a pretty low amount of income relatively. So a lot of people that make, say, $120,000, $150,000, they don't get any child tax credit at all currently. And the Senate version of the bill actually raises that threshold by like a lot, and it's up around, even like around 500,000 of income. So you'll see a lot of those higher income W-2 earners making 180,000, making 200,000, who now are eligible for the credit. And not only eligible for it, but if it's $2,000 and they have 3 kids, that's a pretty big difference for them. So watch those phase out limits. That's the one thing I would definitely look for in the final language of the law. Secondly, on the other end of the income spectrum would be, how the child tax credit is divided out between the non-refundable portion, which is the regular child tax credit, and then there's the additional child tax credit, which is the refundable portion. So whatever you didn't use up to reduce your tax to zero with the child tax credit, there's that extra amount that can be paid out in your refund. So one of the things they're looking at is what's the threshold? Because remember, the taxpayer has to have above $3,000 of earned income currently in order to receive the additional child tax credit. So in order to get that extra payout in their refund. So they're kind of moving that level up and down. Like they put it at 2,500, but that's a point of debate. And the reason why it matters for your clients is that, say you have somebody making $20,000, their income tax is going to be at zero, right? Just with the regular child tax credit. But if they raise the credit to $2,000 per child, that could be an extra $1,000 in your client's actual refund in the form of the additional child tax credit. So that's something to really look out for, is how that plays out, and whether or not those lower and middle income taxpayers will actually see that extra $1,000 in their tax refund. And the third thing I would point out to keep an eye on is they're actually talking about raising the child tax credit age limit to be 18 instead of 17. So that would be a nice thing in terms of, we've all heard clients say that, they're still a kid even when they're 17 and all that. So it looks like Congress may raise that limit to be age 18. All three of those things, the phase out limits, how much of the credit will be refundable for people with lower and middle incomes, and then also the age limit of the credit. Those are all remain to be seen, but there are things that I just wanted to let you know to kind of keep an eye on as the final version of the bill starts to come out. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have anything to add, agree, disagree, feel free to drop it in the comments. And we'll be trying to give you some content each and every day about the new law, keep you up to date, keep informed so that you can, speak, in an informed way to your clients, which is going to make you look great. So that's the kind of thing we like to do. Have a great day.